Hello guys and welcome back to Hulk ZALP 4. It has been quite some time since I have done commentary. You know, if you want some context, I'm recording this one just after, well, like a week after my year anniversary video went up. And in case you didn't notice, they're probably, the 10th one is probably going up around now. I assume it's the last one in the series. I have a new series called Avon's Hardware, where I show off all the consoles I own, and, tell stories about how I got certain games, how I got the consoles. It's very fun, but in the meantime, this is Endurance? I think it's Endurance. Ethical commentary. No, it is Endurance version 2. What a video to come back to. I go from doing no commentary for about 2-3 weeks to going right to a 46-minute video. This is going to be interesting. I also just got rid of a cold. Well, it's mostly got rid of anyway. So if you notice, while I was recording my anniversary video, and then the day after recording basically all 10 of the hardware videos, I had a little bit of sniffle, a little bit of a gravelly throat. Then after that, for the next week, I would wake up some mornings and not be able to talk. Of course, I couldn't afford to not go to school. But, still as busy as always, but just with, quite a pain. And, well, I've gotten rid of it now, so isn't that just lovely? So I showed off in the beginning of this video the scores I need to beat. I don't remember them. I was too busy. It's been a while since I did this. I forgot to do my preparation. Either way, we're getting up there. We got 31 points. Although, obviously, oh, wave 3, nice. Obviously, we have a ways to go since this is 46 minutes. Is it a little bit much? Maybe, but actually, the reason it's this long, partially, is not just because it took me a long time to get the points I needed, but also because, ooh, nice rush punch. This rocket guy is really going to start being a problem. The dogs and the rocket guys, those are really the health killers. Although I always get it back up. It's not hard to get it back up until you get to a certain part, but even then, you should be able to stick it out as long as you want to. I think I actually have to let them kill me for this to end. That's what happens anyway. And some activity out in the hall. Lovely. Oh, come on. I was waiting for that rocket to hit that guy right in the back. That would have been lovely. They hit the dogs all the time. Has that happened yet? I think it might have happened once. 50. We're making our way through this lovely video. I guarantee you no one's watching this entire thing, but I put up 46 minutes anyway. Oh, yes. As I was saying, the reason why it's so long. I did one rotation. You know how after a certain number of waves, it kind of repeats itself with the type of enemies that come out and the number? And, of course, the setup of destructible items that appear around the perimeter, too. Kind of repeats itself. I want to say, in Endurance Mode 1, it was like 20, and then at 21, it repeated what happened in Wave 1. I'm probably absolutely wrong about that. Ooh, the big explosions are coming out. The rocket launcher got the shield, guys. That's the best. I wonder if this... Okay, so I don't think it increases the... When you have rage mode, you know how usually your attack power increases for normal attacks even before you do the finishing move? Pretty sure that for grab attacks, that doesn't really change the amount of damage done. For those types of attacks, the attack damage doesn't actually go up. Here we are. Whoosh! Right by me. I was going to be invincible to it anyway, since I was in the process of engaging the grab. I have to talk for 46 minutes. Sometimes it's so daunting. Oh, the hard life of a YouTuber. If you can call me that. I'm just some schmuck with 240 videos most people don't watch. That's all I am. But I love it. It is a fun time. Oh! An announcement. You know how after this LP ends, or, well, hopefully after this LP ends, we're going to have Super Mario Galaxy as ZALP 5, and how I was going to announce ZALP 6 to be Spider-Man the movie, the game. That might actually change. I might actually change it up. solely for the reason that the Crash Bandicoot, what do you call it? Remakes, remasters? Yeah, remasters. That's what I meant to say. You know, the Insane trilogy for Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, they left out 4, probably because it was already in the modern era. That was for this console, the Xbox, and for the PS2. All the others were PS1. So basically, since that's going on, I've been thinking to have ZALP 6 just be a Crash Bandicoot game, and I'm debating in my own head which one to do. You know, multiple reasons to do any of them. Obviously, the first thought was to do Crash Bandicoot 1 because, hey, might as well I've started all these series off on game 2. Might as well start 1 off on the first game. You know what I mean? Because I started Sonic Adventure 2, game 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2, game 2. Although I did start Paper Mario off. I did start Paper Mario off on the first game. That's good. See what I mean about these rocket guys? They're constantly shooting. They're never hitting me. At least not now. I think there's a time in the video where they start hitting me. It was a troubling time. It was certainly a troubling time. As these waves go along, there's going to be a time when a lot more of these blue guys are coming out. You know, the guys that can actually harm me. Other than the rocket shooters. Other than the heavy troopers. The clone vanguards? No, that's Battlefront 2, my bad. Wrong LP, wrong LP. Yo, I was thinking, do Crash Bandicoot 1. You know, it's the first game. If we're gonna do that, get people excited for the Insane trilogy. My only problem with doing that is, well, I don't know. I love Crash Bandicoot 1, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the 2, 3, 4 more. And, you know, they added the gems. I liked that kind of special feature. I like the format of the bosses in the ensuing games more than the first games. Again, I don't mean to be too harsh on Crash Bandicoot 1, but also the sequels are more polished for the reason that, you know, that was the first game. They were figuring out what they were doing, and then the other games were a lot, you know, they improved upon it. That's great, but I figured, you know, maybe I'd want to do 2, 3, or 4 to start off with those instead. You know, maybe I'm not thinking right on that. Also, because I know 2, 3, and 4 better, and you know, I'm more practiced at them, you could say, to provide quality footage, quality gameplay, and quality, you know, commentary knowledge. The type that I have been showing in this video, where I can't even remember what happened 5 minutes ago. Oh, these guys with the green guns. Oh, they're the worst. Oh, and when you get hit by that, to only then get hit by a rocket. There's gonna be about 7 of these guys, 7 of these green gun guys, just chasing me at one point in the video, where literally I just had to avoid them for a little bit to get health back, and like take pot shots. But you'll you'll see that when it happens. You'll see that lovely mess when it happens. Or you won't, because no one's gonna watch this video. I promise you. I doubt anyone's gonna actually watch the story of this game. You think they're gonna watch the challenge mode? Nah, I think I'm being too harsh on myself. But it's just fun to make fun of myself. I'm sorry, I can't help it. You know, those guys had a perfect chance to shoot me out of the air before I punched them in the face, and they just didn't. And I think that's a wasted opportunity. Oh, wow, I ran out of the rage without even noticing. Wow, noob. Hulk 2003 noob. Just kidding. This isn't exactly a major title that you should know by heart. I don't even know half the time how their point system works. I think it's based on if you kill a lot of guys, you know, consecutively in a certain amount of time, you get +2, +6, +8. I'm not even sure if that's how it works. Oh my god, just die. Jesus. Accidentally. Oh. You know what would suck if in cutscenes when you got hit, it would actually hurt you? I'm sure there are some games that accidentally did that. Ha! Ha! Nice job doing my job for me, you suckers. Oh, and I think you notice what's happening here. We're getting a lot more of these. Their hook kicks and the roundhouse kicks, just the worst. Wait, those aren't hook kicks. Pretending to know what I'm talking about. Silly Avon. Damn, they're getting pretty brutal. Not gonna lie, I'm just trying to get this dog out of the way. He's fucking pissing me off. Get out of here. Pick out someone your own size. I'm obviously still larger than all of you. You're gonna need to make a few more gains before you're on my level, gentlemen. Oh look, I just got most of my health back. And that dog's gonna be dead now. Or not. I really underestimated him. There he is. Okay, that must have been a different dog than the one I was beating up before, because I had done a lot of damage to the other one. Oh look, I have all my health back after so short a time. Oh right, I was talking about ZALP 6. Sorry, I got sidetracked by the video. Yes, my side topic got interrupted by the actual video I'm working on right now. Excuse me. Crash Bandicoot says, excuse me, Hulk, but I think I'm the main topic here. No, but, I love how I'm making this kind of major channel announcement on a video that probably few people would watch, and even less in its entirety, especially when my commentary starts to get to this point where I can't even pronounce words correctly. Anyway, so those are reasons why I might not want to start off right with ZALP 1. I mean, with Crash Bandicoot 1. This is what I was talking about a few seconds ago. Let's get right back up. I don't think I'm awake yet. Maybe it's because I don't drink coffee. Who knows? Hey, a fun fact. Zaler Avon does not drink coffee. Why don't you put that in a tweet? What do you know? Oof, oof. Exploding in my hands. You know, picking up explosives, not exactly the best plan if you're not going to use them before someone shoots them right over your head. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, you're almost dead. Get to your knees. Thank you. Will you die, sir? Thank you for being so agreeable. Alright, I love how this guy... Whoa, he just turned the shield around 180. He didn't actually go through it. Nice. Nice job dropping your shield when you can't even hurt me. In the middle of a grab sequence. Let's get back on the ZALP 6 though. So I could see myself doing Crash Bandicoot 2. The problem with that, well actually the reason I do that is because, well, I've started off so many series while playing the second game first. Might as well make that my thing, right? Cortex Strikes Back for ZALP 6. One reason I might not want to do Crash Bandicoot 2, though I might want to go even further down the line of Crash Bandicoot games as well. I actually am more experienced with and more fond of 3 and 4 than the other two. Really. Although Crash Bandicoot 2 I do love. So, again, I might go to Crash Bandicoot 3. It's the last game that's going to be in the Insane trilogy. You know, it's very polished, very high quality game. They added the time trial elements, so that's there. All the major elements that we all know and love are there in Crash Bandicoot 3. In fact, I think it was the first Crash Bandicoot game I ever played, and certainly, you know, I played a lot of it at the time when I was just a young wee lad. I don't think I 100%ed it until college, but it was a very fun game. The reason I might even do the weirdest, the craziest thing, the craziest option available to me, and doing a game not even available in the Insane trilogy, Crash Bandicoot 4 Wrath of Cortex, is for just that reason. It's not in the Insane trilogy, so people are going to be seeing the remastered versions of Crash Bandicoot 1, Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot 3 very soon, so why not show off the game they might miss? Crash Bandicoot 4 Wrath of Cortex, the one that's not being remastered, you know, so they can relive the entire Crash Bandicoot 4 game series. But by playing Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, 3 on the remastered PS4 Insane trilogy, but then watching the wonderful, the glorious, the 100% totally full coverage Let's Play by 39 subscribers, Zaler Avon, Crash Bandicoot 4 Wrath of Cortex. Not even played on the PlayStation 2. No, that would be too ethical. The Xbox version. I'm just messing around. No, but I could see myself doing it. Just because it's the one game that's not in the trilogy already. So people be like, why would I watch this OP? I'm just gonna play this on the Insane trilogy myself anyway. And it'll be better graphics and, you know, remastered. And I don't want to spoil it for myself by seeing the previous version so soon before playing it. So I think it would be a wonderful, a glorious idea to do Crash Bandicoot 4 for ZALP 6. Now, it kind of saddens me that I'm not going to get to Spider-Man the movie, the game for ZALP 6. Or, I mean, I think that I'm making that decision now. Because I was kind of looking forward to it, even though some levels, last time I did them in high school, I had to redo them just to get them perfect a number of times. So that could take a lot of recording time. But, you know, I can always get to it at another ZALP. I could always make it ZALP 8. That's certainly a possibility. I already had another game planned for ZALP 7. I hope I can stick to that. Stick to those guns. But, you know, I just think it would be really nice to celebrate the coming out of the Insane Trilogy in, what is it, June something? July something? By having ZALP 6 be Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. The reason I can't put this off really is because, well, you know, we all know how long a ZALP takes to be done. I mean, my god, my first year on this channel was basically all ZALP 1 and ZALP 2. The first two ZALPs took, and they were released at the same time. They were going on from the beginning to the end of the first year. Well, ZALP 1 finished a lot earlier. You know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is, after a whole year, I've gotten through two ZALPs, the even and the odd ZALP, you know, the kooky cartoony one and the more serious one. So, and of course, Crash Bandicoot should belong in the odd number ZALP category, but since ZALP 5 is already taken up by Mario Galaxy, it would be ZALP 6. That would be an exception to that rule, which will be broken later anyway, because I'm gonna run out of serious games really fast. My library is full. You've seen my library. It's not the biggest library. You know, if you've seen the Avon's Hardware series that I did just for fun, not because I thought people would watch it. Even less than they watch these videos in the first place. You know, not a lot of games that seemed like they would belong in an even numbers out. Like, you know, Battlefront 1 or Battlefront 2 or, you know, what was the other things I was thinking of? Well, Spider-Man. You know, the more gritty stuff, or Hulk, for instance, like the superhero, the DC Marvel hero games, a war game, you know, things like that I would normally reserve for the even numbers Alps. I'm gonna run out of eventually anyway, so it's not that big a deal. So let's get back to the video just for a moment before I talk more about the ZALP 7, ZALP 8 plans in ZALP 4, of course, and you know how long ZALPs take. These guys are multiplied largely in numbers. There's about, well, there's only one of them right now with one of those green gun things, and just one tool normal soldier out there with a rocket launcher who's hitting them more often than he's hitting me. He's really doing my work at this point, but I don't think I get the points for their deaths, so that's, I guess that's a bad thing, really. And the green gun guy, he's shooting himself. It's hard to get into fights with these guys, because when 5 of them are sending roundhouse kicks your way at once, chances are, before you get a hit on them, they'll probably get a hit on you. And once one of them hits you, they're all going to start wailing on you, because you're going to lose control real fast. And you're going to have to get back into it. But hey, the rage, though. The rage is where it's at. I really should have spent that better. That rage right there. Really should have been kicking their butt a little bit with the increased attack power before doing the finishing move. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. Ooh, 7 hits and raged. Plus 2 points. A whole 2 points. I'm so flattered. Now there's 2 of them with those gun things. I think there comes a point in the video where there's just 6 of those guys are toting guns. They're all shooting at me, and it's a complete clusterfuck. But more on that later. Here's the part where I got a little bit cautious. You know, I didn't want to run out of health just yet. I didn't want to have to do this twice. I didn't want to have to do a 46... I didn't want to have to do multiple takes of a 46-minute challenge. That would be, oh god, that'd be awful. Oof. Breaking my hold there. They're really getting their teamwork in. But anyway, we all know how long ZALP's taking. Well, for instance, ZALP 4 is obviously taking a lot less than any other ZALP, mostly because it's in the 20 ranges of videos rather than the 100. You know, if I wanted to put Crash Bandicoot off until after Spider-Man and Galaxy, there is a good chance we would not see it by the time Crash Bandicoot came out. So, hey, what are you gonna do? Well, I suppose the Spider-Man movie game wouldn't actually be that long. In fact, it probably would get over before June or July, but I'm not gonna take that chance. I'm gonna have my Crash Bandicoot fun in ZALP 6. I have a very special game planned on ZALP 7 I meant to tease on my Facebook but never did. It's probably for the better. It's way too early for that shit. And then ZALP 8 will be Spider-Man the movie, the game. Tentatively. Tentatively. There you go. Now we're seeing, wait, how many? One or two of those regular soldiers with rocket launchers? Just the one. And there's, like, currently 7 blue men from the blue men group chasing me around. And, what, 2 of them have guns? Do I see a third? I think it's just 2. They're all throwing roundhouse kicks at each other. Ooh. Challenger number 8 joins the battlefield. Or no, I think one guy died, actually. Now, it's still 7. They're maintaining 7 blue guys, 1 normal guy with a rocket launcher. Nice, shooting in the air. Trying to shoot me while I'm jumping through the air. Yeah, that's gonna work out for you from an accuracy standpoint. This commentary is absolute garbage, but seeing as no one's gonna watch this through 46 minutes, it's fine. I'm just starting out after a month or so of not doing commentary. Give me a break. Give myself a break, more like. There's no one here. There's no one watching to give me a break. That guy shot his friend in the back. Oh, I'm surprised that rocket missed all of them. That's hilarious. Oh, I don't even know what's happening anymore. The camera isn't even centered on the Hulk. Everyone's just flying on their back. It's a blue and green colored orgy over here. My god, man. With the occasional red burst of an exploding rocket. Almost got the rage up. I'm gonna be using that wonderful tactic now. Hopefully I'll be better and actually, you know, use the increased attack that it gives me. There we go. Oh yeah, you know why I did that though? I didn't want to get caught in a chain. I saw the danger that was about to play out where I get caught in a chain of green bolts and never break out of it until I lose about half my health. That's basically what happened in one of the outtakes you saw when I fought Ravage. I'm sure you all remember that. Not really. No one watched. If there's any one LP that the least amount of people watch, it's probably this one. I'll be honest. I enjoy the game a little bit, but I can see why it's not. It's no gem. It's no jewel. My jump sent that. Normally you have to punch missiles to send it back at the enemy. My jump sent that back at him. Oh boy. Well, I'm halfway through. This video is a bit daunting, but I still haven't talked about one thing that was on my mind. Let me just try to grab the train of thought that was going on in my head. Oh yeah, because ZALP 5, I'm trying to think of how long ZALP 5 was. Obviously longer than ZALP 4. And I'm trying to think, it might be shorter than ZALP 3 when I think really hard about it. About Paper Mario versus Mario Galaxy. It just feels as if, because, you know, Paper Mario, you have the badges, you have the star pieces. But those also happen throughout the game while you're doing the chapter. Kind of naturally. Some of them you have to hunt for. So there are long segments, but that's mostly, you know, getting the recipes together. And I'm gonna edit most of that. In fact, that's gonna be probably the most edited video I've done in years. The most, you know, editing intensive video I've done in maybe forever. Probably not forever, possibly years. But just thinking about that gives me a headache. I mean, there are 50 of them. Well, 51 if you count the mistake. I don't think the mistake counts in and of itself. Wait, no, 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 I am wrong. The mistake is actually one of the 50 in original Paper Mario. I'm about 99% sure it is. And if I'm wrong, well, I'll get to it in the ZALP 3 commentary. I'm not fact-checking myself about another ZALP in this video. No, that's way too much work for for the 46-minute Hulk video. Hold on. I do have the paper right next to me on the table, though. Worry about that when the time comes. But anyway, Paper Mario vs. Galaxy. I mean, well, you have a few side quests. You have certainly the letter side quest, the radio side quest. It's not that it takes no time, but I'm pretty sure the 8 chapters of Paper Mario do not take as long as the 121 Power Stars of Galaxy. Plus, ooh, wait, sticking point. I'm going to be doing the Mario and Luigi versions. The way I'm not going to make it not monotonous, well, asterisk on that, is that I'm going to have a guest do the Luigi version of Galaxy with me. So you're all going to love that. Because if you don't know, not really a spoiler, I guess kind of, depending on your definition. If you have Arlo's definition of spoiler, you know that YouTube channel? Arlo, this might be a spoiler to you, but if not, it's not. It's really not. In Mario Galaxy, after you get the 120 Power Stars as Mario and beat the boss, you unlock being able to play the game as Luigi, where you get the 120 Power Stars again. And then when you beat the boss after doing that, you get to get the 121st Power Star as both Mario and Luigi, which is basically just a cakewalk down Victory Lane, not to be mistaken with Victory Road in Pokemon, but you know, I want to do, you know, because most LPers, when they do it, they choose to do either the Mario version or the Luigi version, and then they just explain what happens, show off, you know, the ending 121st star, and then they leave it at that. I was thinking of doing it that way, just showing the Mario version, and then, you know, not showing Luigi's version, because Luigi's the easier character to do it as, if we're being honest here. Which we are. Oh, we're the most ethical LP channel here. We're the most ethical LP channel around. It could, but, you know, the way I see it, if I do this, you know what I mean? I could have the Mario version. I could have 2 separate playlists. So people who want to watch the regular version with Mario, the character that's kind of, you know, the normal mode, if you will, and Luigi being easy mode, where, you know, the jumps are higher and all that. People can watch the Mario version, but if they want to watch me with another lovely, humorous character I will be bringing in as a guest, play as Luigi and see the Luigi version for whatever reason, I would be able to show that too. And it could be it could be 2 separate playlists. You know, am I basically cutting the views per video in half? Yes, but I don't get views in the first place, so it's not a problem. Again, I'm doing this for me and my own anal yearning for completeness and nothing else. Also, I'd love to have a guest on for Galaxy. You know, I feel a little heartbroken to not have a guest on ZALP 3 and ZALP 4. Although sometimes having a guest over for an LP can be, you know, it can be, you know, something that takes a lot of scheduling and planning that can be a pain in the butt, but it worked out. I think the 2P, I was unsure how the 2P for ZALP 2 was gonna work. It was looking for a while, like, it would be, you know, it would be okay. It would be a nice addition to the LP, but, you know, not anything special. But after Jeff came on, and Richard wasn't very nice, yes, but Jeff too, with that GQ, and, you know, the video that came after it, it morphed into a feature of the LP. Like, something, a shining moment, something I heavily enjoyed and will always remember about ZALP 2, so. And who will be my guest for ZALP 5? Super Luigi Galaxy? You'll see. You will see. I assure you it will be enjoyable. We will have as much fun as humanly possible, and sometimes as inhumanly possible. Okay, now I'm just getting stunned and getting my ass kicked over here. Hold on, let's charge my way out of this mess. Let's do a jump punch, all that lovely stuff. But yeah, But I don't think ZALP 5 will be that much longer than Paper Mario. So, I don't know. Let's say that ZALP 5 is 60 videos. I feel like I'm underestimating that. Maybe 70 videos. Now I feel like I'm overestimating. I can't make up my mind. 64 videos, just because of N64 nostalgia. And it goes on for 128 days. That is, my god, almost half a year. So yeah, I would definitely... ZALP 5 would definitely run by... You know, it would never make it to ZALP 8 if I held... Or ZALP 7 if I held Crash Bandicoot off till then. As for Spider-Man the movie, the game, how long that would take... Well, let's think about it. There's what, like 20, 21 story levels? And, you know, getting all the collectibles would probably... I would probably do them in the levels. And you can get all the collectibles right when you show up. It's not you know, you have to get a power and then come back type of deal. So 21 videos for the story, right? There are a lot of challenge modes. There's a lot of special stuff shoved in, you know, after the story that is very genuinely enjoyable stuff too, for the most part. Some of it gets difficult and it can be annoying, but it's annoying because it's so challenging. Actually, I think that would add to, you know, the challenge adds to the LP in my opinion. It forces me to do something well. So, I want to say there's about 20-25 challenges out there. So maybe like, let's say that Spider-Man the movie, the game would be 40-45 videos. In fact, let's overestimate that a little bit just to be safe. 50 videos. That would mean it would take 100 days to run its full course, which would be, you know, over 3 months. That puts me in a sticky spot for getting Crash Bandicoot out on time, so yes, I will need to postpone Spider-Man the movie, the game, ZALP 6, until, say, ZALP 8. Yes, ZALP 8 would be the appropriate spot for it. ZALP 7 is, you know, already planned to be something. I'm not yet announcing that because I'm a tool and I want to keep suspense for no real reason. Again, because no one watches this. What do you know? I find it amusing. Oh, and by the way, while cutting out some really stupid and inaccurate commentary I was making, I looked back in the beginning of the video and I was supposed to basically surpass 400 points and 10 minutes. I've definitely done both that. I mean, I've been commentating for about over half an hour now. And I have 474 points. The reason why this video is still going and I didn't give up at this point is A, these guys are a bunch of weebs and they aren't hurting me at all. And B, I want to show the full wave circulation, if you catch my drift. You know, the point where it goes back to being those weak purple suited fools as opposed to these blue guys, and we start back where we were at wave 1. Ooh, 11 points. I want to know what I did to get that. Yes. ZALP 7, and this might help people guess what ZALP 7 is going to be, but... Well, not really, actually. Not at all, actually. I'm totally bullshitting you when I say that. Some MatPat type characters doing some math on a clipboard somewhere, trying to figure out what the next ZALP will be based on the number of videos I estimated it would take. Nah, I love Matthew Patrick. I love his channel Game Theory, and I don't care. And people don't like him. People say, oh, he goes too far with some of his assertions. I know, but I still I like what he does. I find it amusing. It's entertainment in the end, isn't it? It's all lovely. Some of his theories I even, you know, do buy into. Some of them I don't. You know. It's a real nice way to view things. It really is. And again, I'm just throwing away the rage. I'm just going straight for the finishing move. We seem to be at 500 points. You know what else I might be doing to prolong this? I might be trying to beat an old score of mine from back in high school, so... Yeah, definitely. That's the kind of high score you want to go for. Such an important game to improve yourself in, right here. I love how I make fun of my own choice for ZALP. Anyway. Ooh, I'm getting chained here a little bit. Why are there shield guys again? Makes jumping a little annoying, I'll be honest. ZALP 7 would probably take... Oh, I can't even do that. Can't even do that estimate anymore. I don't remember I don't even remember necessarily the number of levels there are. very, you know, not a concrete thing in my head at the moment. It would be longer than Galaxy, I feel. It would definitely be longer than Galaxy. I rephrase that. It is definitely longer than Galaxy, right? I don't see it being 100. No, I don't see it being 100 videos. That would be overkill. Let me look at. Let's see as this video is going. How ethical of me. And well, the problem with doing this is that my trackpad is broken, so you'd hear the clicking of the mouse, which might be annoying. Let's see if I can do it without it. What are other LPs of this game like, video-wise? You know, you might be mad at me for not commenting on the video itself at this point, but I would say you've seen what's been going on for 35 minutes. I think you get the point. You know, it's nice just to talk about things, figure things out. Alright, I took a look at other playlists of people who have done runs. I must say, most of them were no commentary. I find that so disappointing. They probably, you know, like me, they were afraid to use their own voice, to hear their own voice. No, let yourself free. Let your voice be heard, LPers. We want to hear the interesting things you have to say while playing this game. Well, probably they just didn't want to do the work, because it is work if you're not doing it live. And if you're doing it live, you know, sometimes it can devolve into nonsense. You have to edit it out after. Oh, that is difficult as well. Enough about that. I looked at other playlists. Obviously, this doesn't take into account whether they're better or worse or more efficient or less efficient than me. You know, how long they take to do certain things. It also doesn't take, well, it does take into account the fact that their videos are different lengths than mine. You know, this guy, most of his videos are less than the length I go for these days. If you notice, I stick between 22 and 28, 30 minutes now. I have left the days of sticking below 15. This guy's video is like 15, 16, 18 minutes. And then the last 10, I want to say, are like 24, 28. You know, the length I go for nowadays. And he did 100% run of this game in about 55 videos. So, we'll see. We'll see if that pans out to be what I do. I have to edit out now me almost saying the game's name. I probably forget, but then again, there's no danger. No one's gonna watch this. It's the recurring joke of this video. No one's gonna watch this crazy ass long 44-minute kind of repetitive challenge video. Me beating people up. I love it. What was I saying? Yes. So 110 days for that LP to go run its course. That's about almost a third of a year. And let's do that in months. Almost 4 months. I can't believe I had to do that math on my fingers. Wow. You know, the thing is, I didn't think, oh, third of year, third of 12, 4 months. I literally went through my head and saying, okay, 100 days, that's 110 divided by 30. Let's just say I wasn't doing the math the best way possible. There we go. Take him out. Now we're getting to more of these shield weirdos. Not sure why the next step here in the sequence of waves is to throw these guys in. They're not exactly a challenge. They literally put their shield down and then go to batten you, to shock you. You just grab them and you throw them at their friends. Although right now they seem to be doing a job of taking me out. Well, no, it's the blue people. They're just the flies, the nuisances around me. As I say that as two of them make me drop one of the blue guys. There we go. My rage is about to get up. He just killed one of his own. Classic Hulk enemies. Jeez. Was I high or drunk when I recorded this? Because if I'm noticing this in commentary, why wasn't I thinking of this when actually playing the game? It's not efficient to right off the bat go into the finishing move. You have to take advantage of the rage mode, giving you increased attack power to take the blue guys out faster. And then when the red bar is running almost to 0 and you run out of rage, that's when you pull the finishing move stun. How hard is that, Avon? Really? How hard is that? Oh boy. The things that could have been. I mean, doesn't really mess the take up that much. It's just something I'm noticing. Why didn't I do that? Like, at least I can point it out now. It's a style issue. It's a style issue. I still won. I still did. I set out what I did to do. I set out what I did to do. Wonderful sentence. I still completed the objective. It's just I could have been a little smarter. Bam. Smack him with that crowbar. That guy's done. Okay, now that's an understandable point to go right for the rage move. When you're being shot at by 5 losers with those photon guns or whatever you want to call them, those gamma guns, and you can't even move for a good solid 4 seconds because you're being shot, that is when you go right for the rage move just to break the cycle. That I understand. Good things to point out here. And it seems we're getting closer to the end. It's about 3.5 minutes left of this. I suppose we'll get to 700 before the end. 700 points. And probably wave. I don't even know what wave we're on right now. Let's wait for that information to come, shall we? Boom. What is in those storage containers? You know, that's so explosive. My high school had storage containers that looked just like that. And then we had track equipment and hurdles and pole vault. Whatever, the pole vaulting equipment or whatever. Very interesting. Apparently they keep C4 in that. Don't mix those two storage containers up. Don't send the C4 to the track equipment to the military complex. You know, okay, this was a stupid joke. Let's end that sentence right now. Let's smother it the pillow slowly. Okay, let's let that moment die. We seem to be. How long are waves? I've been waiting for this information for at least a minute now. My attention span's not that long, says the guy doing a commentary for a 46-minute video. If there was any video that I should have left commentary list, despite my previous criticisms of people who did the LPs without commentary, it was this video. Okay, I say criticism. It's not that passionate a criticism. It's like they can do what they want. I'm just saying it's nicer to have commentary. You know, because again, my channel started, as I said in my anniversary, my channel started with me just being some schmuck loser who would watch Mario Galaxy LPs after track meets after running the 3K in high school. That's where the channel name started. And, you know, so I watched a lot of LPs and I noticed I liked the ones with commentary, even if the commentator wasn't, you know, especially interesting. It was just nice because sometimes they would make a joke that would make me giggle. Some of them were awful, I will say that. There was this guy who did a Star Wars Battlefront 1 LP. I would never remember his name, and it's not really worth, you know, harping and calling him out for. But he was the only really thorough Battlefront 1 LP I saw that I thought, you know, covered what I would want to watch and see covered. Because again, I was just as anal watching LPs as I am making them. I wanted to see everything. I don't know why. Don't ask me, but he would, as cringy as I am, I thought he was really cringy, and I watched this entire LP while complaining in my own head the entire time. But, you know. Oh, and that's where I go down, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even see that coming. Oh yeah, it is coming to the end, isn't it? 43 minutes, 38 seconds, 745 points. I don't know what wave it was, but it was wave way too many. Let's say that. I don't even think we went through a full cycle. But hey. I think this video is long enough. Let's not complain about that. I'll see you next time for a more regularly lengthy video of Zaler Avons. You all enjoy yourselves. And this next, I'll be more used to doing commentary then.